Hello and welcome back to Surviving on Family Realms with me, your host, Super Daddy 13. And thank you for clicking on the video today. You joined me here at what we did last episode, our cow crushing factory and our mushroom. I didn't do a whole lot in between episodes, but I did a little bit inside here. Nothing too crazy. But we did breed up all the cows, and they will now crush. So you come in here and you feed up all your cows like this. All the adults will end up breeding, and then the babies will end up overpopulating that block. The adults will end up dying off, and they will give us their leather and their meat. And most of that will collect down here if I don't end up picking it up on accident. But yeah, that is the gist of how the cow crusher works. And it works actually very well. I did put a small little room in case, just like now, we end up getting stuck in here at night. Although, one nice thing about this land, being on a Mooshroom Island, is I don't really have to worry about any mobs, hostile mobs spawning on me usually. Not unless I'm down in the caves where I'm no longer in the Mooshroom Island. But yeah, make certain that if you haven't already, go ahead and check out the episode of Chillin and Terraformin with Daddy that dropped last week. That is where we ended up doing a lot of the terraforming you are about to see. As you can see, I've definitely added to this area, made a nice little plateau over here, and then I also terraformed this area as well, and got it all matched up with the rest of the land, so that way we have officially terraformed this entire general area. In fact, we're going to go ahead and update the map from what we currently have here and see what we get now. And here the map is now. Quite a difference, quite a lot done in between episodes. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, we've officially started to make more than the land we had on this map has been terraformed. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. So today we have a pretty jam-packed episode for you, and we're going to go ahead and get started with it now. The first thing I have to do is make a trip to the desert. Shh. Be quiet, guys. We're hunting rabbits. Just kidding. I do have one rabbit already set here. I thought I had more, but it looks like they're not here, either despawned or died. So we really are going to be hunting rabbits. And I will come back once I've got one of those adorable little guys with me. Alright, we have found our rabbit, and we are leading him back to the nether portal. We're going to take 2 rabbits with us back to our land. And from there, you shall see what we do with them. And here we have a few bunnies now. As you can see, there's just 2 of them. I built up a nice little 2-high fence around them because they're bunnies, they can hop. They got mad hops after all. And I will breed these guys up. I want to have at least 24. Yeah, we'll do 24 rabbits because I am going to do a rabbit killing chamber. A butcher, if you will. Where I'm going to be able to collect the rabbit hide, the rabbit meat, and of course, the main thing that I'm looking for, which is the rabbit feet. However, at the moment I don't have any carrots, so I'm gonna have to go over to spawn and get those now. I will be back once I've bred up some rabbits and have some carrots. Alright, so over here we have a bunch of brand new rabbits that we have bred up. As you can see, a bunch of variations. The browns, the whites, the tans, and the grays in here. I've got all these bred up. I only need about 18 of these. The rest are probably going to end up around the island. And then I'm going to put those in here, which I've already got built up as well. The dispenser has a bucket of water in it. And then you just press this stone button up here. It dispenses the water. The rabbits will hop around in here. I breed them up. The babies are too small to stand on this fence gate, and they're going to end up falling through to that path block below. And then this path block is not a full block, so it doesn't quite connect up here in this stone area. So I can swipe at the rabbits down here after they've grown up. They will drop their items onto this path block. The hopper is going to collect them and put them into this chest for us. Super easy, and it's been around forever. I've got this built out so I can get the rabbits up there, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now off camera. I will come back and then we will get the structure for this all built up as well. And here it is, connected up to my land, the finished product. As you can see, I have finished it up nicely. I did also connect up the path to this area, so that way it is now officially a part of my land. And if we go inside here, you'll see that I've decorated the inside a little bit. I still have more to do, I think. But up here, you'll see there's a bunch of little bunnies in here. And I'm going to go grab a couple carrots off of this carrot patch here, and we will breed them up. Alrighty, we have some carrots. We're heading on over now. So, this will be the first time we test it out, but we press the button there. And now we can breed up all of these rabbits in here. And we should be able to get a few. I didn't put a whole lot in there. They were actually a lot more difficult to get in there than I thought they would be. But I put in a few, so that way we can get a decent amount of bunnies each time we breed them up. The thing about this particular design, this particular farm, is it's going to take a while every single time that we do it. The babies, like we said, fall through to the bottom here. And they take time to grow up. So I have to wait for them to grow up, or else they aren't going to give me the rabbit feet, and I'm not going to get the drops that I want. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and just wait for them to grow up eventually. And in the meantime, we'll do some other things as they are growing up. The next thing we're going to end up doing is a neat little nifty thing, an automatic brewing location, where I can set up a potions location that'll automatically brew my potions for me, so I don't have to stand around and wait for those as they are brewing. And I've already picked out a location for that, actually. It's going to be over here in this spot. I have kind of preemptively expanded it a little bit, and I'll be taking this mushroom out because I'm not going to need this here. It's just going to get in the way of the build. But yes, this is where we're going to end up putting our automatic brewing location right over here. And I am excited to get that going. I did kind of watch a couple different videos on that. They all seem to be very similar. Basically the same design either way, so I'm not really certain who to credit on that. But it is a design that's been around forever, and if you've seen it already, go ahead and let me know who you saw it from down in the comments below. Alrighty, so I had to expand the land a little bit. I have built this already, all of this already, in a creative flat testing world, so I kind of already have a good idea as to what I'm going to build. And how big it's going to be. So, the first thing we're going to do is place down this barrel here and pop a hopper into it. Then we're going to go ahead and pop a brewing stand on that. Pop a hopper into the back of it. A hopper into the side of it. And of course, a hopper into the top of it. We're going to go ahead and wrap some hoppers around this. Just like so. And then place some chests on it. Just like so. So the next thing I want to build into this is actually some way to detect if there are items in this, and the way to do that is with comparators. So I'm just gonna pillar up here real fast. So comparators right there at the end of these chests. Go ahead and put some blocks at the end of those. Put on some redstone torches. Redstone torches attached to a block on top of those. And from there, all you're going to do is attach a redstone lamp to the front of these. And now whenever there's an item in these chests, these redstone lamps are going to light up. And that'll tell me if these are full or empty. Empty means these lights are off. Full means they're on. And we are in good shape. I do need to lock this hopper right here. So that way it does not pull items unless I want it to. And to do that, you just put a redstone torch underneath the hopper right there. A couple redstone dust here. And then you can turn it on or off however you want, but I like to just put a lever into it, just like that. And then when I turn it off, the redstone lamp goes off, and we are able to pull items from this. Turn it on, the redstone lamp goes on, locking the hopper, and items don't pull from there anymore. This is basically the potion brewer. Yep, we're done now. Bye. Just kidding. There's quite a bit more to it, guys. Then we'll go into that now. So the next thing that I want to do is actually determine how large I want this to be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take a couple in between here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's good. You should have a total of 17 modules for each of your items that you plan on utilizing. I say 17 because I like to add in the Dragon's Breath, just in case you have the option for lingering potions. Why not, right? Alright, so once you've got a platform kind of like this built in, stairs and such, grab some droppers and put those facing up on each of the back blocks here, just like that. From there, you want to run hoppers all the way across the top here. And then you want to put stairs. Oops, wrong way. Stairs, just like this, on each of the hoppers. I'm sorry, above each of the droppers. Oh no, I'm one stair shy. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? Be right back. Alrighty, with that one stair back in hand, we finished that out. And then the next stage, you just want to put a button here to activate each of these droppers when you're ready. And when you're done, it should look something like this. And you have a spot for every single item that you will end up using for potion brewing. Something else I like to do is have the option to turn a queue on for this. So the queue is pretty easy, just right here. Boom, boom. Lever. There are other options. You could line up more hoppers in between and then have multiple different levers right here as different queues. So that way you can queue up different items into each hopper pretty easily. You could definitely line up multiple different potions that way. And then all you have to do is come in and flip each lever and it will send the next potion through. Super easy that way. But I like one. It's fine. You got plenty. That way you've got one currently in the chamber brewing, and then you'll have one backup right there. So technically the farm is done as is. If you want, you can leave it just as it is. Every time you come up to press one of these buttons, it will dispense whatever item you end up putting into the dropper into the hopper. It will go through this system and directly into this. You can set one water bottle or a bunch of water bottles in here, and then your blaze powder in here, and it will automatically start brewing every single time you press these buttons. My advice would be set up your nether wart at the beginning here, set up your dragon's breath and gunpowder at the end over here, and then fill in as needed. That's basically the gist of the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and add the same indicator in here for the lights, and I saw this part done by let me check my notes real fast and I will see exactly who it was done by. Looks like it was Chapman Farms. Chapman Farms is the one who showed, not showed me, I guess showed everyone, showed the world on YouTube, a tutorial on how to do this part right here, and it works very well. So we're going to complete the ensemble by adding a detector into each one of these, so that way I know if there's an item in the dropper and if I need to come back and refill these. So redstone comparators in the backs of each of these items, or of each of these droppers. That's going to read each of the droppers, telling me if there is an item in there. Don't switch them into the back setting. That will do the exact opposite. And then you just come along here, follow the same pattern you did there. Put stone along the back here, a redstone torch on the top of those, a stone on the top of that, and then redstone torch on the top of, or on the front of each of these stones, followed by your redstone lamps. So, once you've finished putting those in, it should look a lot like this. Pretty basic, pretty simple, it's all finished. I would recommend, though, be kind to yourselves, guys, and put in item frames on each of these droppers. This is just going to let you know what item you have put into the droppers. Otherwise, you are going to be constantly guessing, oh, what item have I set up here? And making the wrong potions that way. So put an item representing each of these droppers in the item frame and you will be in good shape. And yes, that is it. That is the entire automated brewing system. From there, you just want to pretty it up. However you want to build on this. You can, of course, make this all one long row. It doesn't have to be L-shaped like this. You could make it so that you have 4 or 5 of these. Each of these is like a wall. There's a million different ways to make this, and like I said, you can always set it up so that there's multiple different queues on each station, so you don't need to have more than one station. You could just have one station with 5 or 6 different queues that's going to brew all the potions you need in rapid succession back to back. or if you're making a massive quantity of potions and you just need so much to supply in a massive server, then build this 4 times over, and you'll have yourself a brew factory. But yeah, that's the gist of it. But I think that's going to do it for today. We have done quite a bit, and I have run out of time today. But as you can see, we got this automated brewing location built up, and next episode we will get the building around that and connect a path to it as well, so that it is also connected into our empire. We have built up a path connecting our automatic butcher to our land here. And as you can see, the babies have finally grown up in here. So, just as a demonstration, I will go ahead and give them a swipe. As you can see, I did collect some of those items myself, but the most of them ended up dropping through here, and we ended up getting a rabbit's foot first go around, as well as the cooked rabbit meat, because my sword has flame on it, and raw rabbit meat as well. So that is awesome. This farm is working great, and I am super pleased with how this has turned out visually as well. It's a stunning addition to my land. I am going to end up waxing all of this copper in between episodes, because I don't want it to end up turning blue on me or teal. I don't think it would work particularly well with this build. But yes, that is it for today's episode. So you guys, be sure that you stay safe out there, stay healthy, and we will see you all next time. Bye.